Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And today we have got Tharin joining us. So Tharin is an entrepreneur. He has an organic soil amendment business. He's joining us from Colorado in the United States. He joined the program just under. Well, I'll let him talk about that. But thanks so much for joining us today, Tharin. It's awesome to get you on the channel.
Thanks for having me.
Great. So, and how long have you not drunk for now, Tharin?
Almost a year.
Almost 1 year. I think you joined the program end of October 2022, right?
That sounds right. Yes.
So when was the last time you went this long without drinking?
I don't know in my adult life that I ever have.
Man, that's awesome. Every time I get goosebumps, even though you just told me before we press record, I still get goosebumps when I hear it. So that's sweet. So yeah, first, Aaron, like let's hear your story. So what was life like before you got sober? Like what was the situation leading up to joining the program? Like, yeah, if you want to describe that first.
I mean, normal life around here, I'd say. I played a lot of golf, so that involved a lot of beer, and just everybody drank a lot. That's kind of the thing around here. Not like anywhere, I guess. Just got tired of the hangovers. Got tired of the what did I do? It was time. I drank my fill. I was good. I needed a different path.
So when did you realize, yeah, this is an issue?
Well, probably 5, 6 years ago. I was like, the continuous cycle, how it goes, and like, oh, I can cut back, I can change, I can make it work. You may for a while, but then you get back into the same rut. You drink when you're happy, you drink when you're sad. Just not a good thing, or at least, I mean, maybe some people it is. I'm just going off. It wasn't working.
You kind of realized it was an issue 5 or 6 years ago, and then you then started trying to solve the problem on your own. And I know for you, you weren't. It wasn't like every single day for you. You'd kind of have days off here and there, but it sounds like, yeah, it was just this cycle of like motivation would go up, you try and stop, and then fall back down.
Oh yeah, I mean, something happens. You run into a buddy, and he's like, "Hey, you want a beer?" Yeah, sure. And one turns into 20. The next day you're like, Jesus Christ, that was the dumbest thing I could have done. And you drag an ass all day. And it just, I like getting up in the morning now. I get up early and wanting to do things, not trying to recover from something, but try to make something happen.
So you said like one thing you just kind of got sick of it, right? You just got to a point you were sick of the hangovers. What other like negatives were happening in your life?
Well, the relationship with my wife and my children probably wasn't the greatest. I mean, you do things when you're loaded that you normally wouldn't do. I mean, it wasn't sustainable by no way in it was no way for that to continue without something drastic. Like I said, I cut it off soon enough that what was broken could be fixed, and it wasn't totally destroyed. I was functioning, working. I guess it was just a wake up, run across your video on YouTube, and next thing you know, I guess I needed to have something invested. I needed to, have some skin in the game to make it real, I guess is the thing. And then, I draw off the first pillar, I guess the most, quit and do or commit, do not waver. Probably the one that I think is the most important.
Mm. So had you tried anything else other than just stopping on your own? Had you done any other programs before?
No, I didn't do anything. I'm not, we don't live anywhere near a city, so I don't have any of that kind of avenue.
Mm-mm.
I did talk to a preacher a couple of times. That's about it.
Sure. So when you did drink, how much did you drink?
Well, it depended. Sometimes a couple beers, sometimes 12, just depended on the situation. Uh, one beer's too many and 100's not enough kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So when you found the videos, what was the process that you went through? So you found them, and then what was it that kind of made you say, "Yeah, I'm ready to do this"?
Oh, well, it was the approach. I mean, the way you look at it, I mean, I don't necessarily believe it's a disease or anything like that. And, all the other programs you have to admit and say you're this or that. It's a real negative approach to it, I think. This is like, hey, you've been screwing up. Here's how you fix it. If you want to, you can. If you don't, you don't. It's not a guilt ridden or, it's not a guilt based program.
Nice. So you're kind of in a place where you were looking, seeing what's out there, and then you just wanted something more pragmatic rather than, the typical way of doing things.
Well, yeah. Well, the first principle thinking kind of rolls into my whole philosophy on how, stuff works. So, I mean, that was probably the biggest one right there. It's common sense.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah. So
that's the biggest draw.
yeah. So then, compared to when you'd tried the previous times in the past, since you went through the program and have been a member of the program, how has it been different to your previous attempts?
Oh, just a better, clearer mindset. Um, I remember, I think the weather was still pretty good. I hadn't been in the program. I'd already gone through all the modules, and I wanted to get down to the golf course. I wanted to, go into that situation. I wanted to go in and handle it rather than be part of it. My wife was concerned. I wasn't. I was, and a lot of the guys they're like, "Sure, you don't want a beer? No, I'm good, man. I'm good." So it was trial by fire, I guess. I don't know. I really wanted, and that kind of just set the whole tone, and
Mm.
that's been my experience since then. It's been extremely easy. I mean, I haven't. I mean, it should have been easy, and it was. So,
I warned
I
you.
don't know if it just.
I
Go ahead.
told you. I told you it was going to be easy. No one believes me.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was. It was a piece of cake.
No, so for you, you went through it, you had the shift, and then you just went straight out there. You're socializing, you're around people that are drinking, you
Mhm.
were in a place that you previously drank and just breezed through it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I was. I guess I wanted to prove it to myself,
Yeah, yeah.
basically. Because like you say, you're not giving anything up, which is not exactly true. You are giving up hangovers, regrets, bad decisions. You're giving that up, which I'm fine with that. But I tried a non-alcoholic beer. Must have been in the spring. We were in Denver, went to a Rockies game, and seen it on the menu, and I was like, I don't, I've a lot of people talk about it. Like, oh, I'll try it. But no, it wasn't. I just it wasn't for me. I'll take my Arnold Palmer any day.
Nice, man. So let's talk a bit about how life is or how things have changed over the past few years. So you can talk about health, your relationship, work stuff. Like how has the change been?
Oh, it's been, I mean, great. You can, I can focus. I'm not repairing damage. You're not like, oh shit, what did I do? Do I need to call this guy and a customer or something like that because you drank too many beers with him or something. With my wife, she knows that I'm not. If I say it, I mean it. If I'm, it's not. Oh, he was just drunk. Kids, they've actually, all my kids are of drinking age. They don't drink near as much as when they were around me. They don't. I told everybody, don't. If you want to drink, knock yourself out. It doesn't bother me a bit. Now they chose not to.
So the focus is much better. You feel like you're not repairing damage anymore. It sounds like the trust with your wife is way better. You've set a much better example to your children, and even they've cut back.
Oh yeah, I mean, we do more stuff together. It's like it should be, without, you know, hangover and regret.
Yeah. One thing that I always think is that I found in that first year, I felt like I did before I'd ever even drank. It was like the old me, like the kid.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like,
and my health. I mean, I've dropped, 40 pounds. I probably walk, I don't know, 30, 35 miles a week. Blood pressure's good, blood work's good. I'm not a spring chicken, so I've got physical stuff that needs fixed. But no, it's feeling good is always waking up ready to go.
well, I didn't realize you dropped 40 pounds. That's a lot of weight. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's probably even without the exercise because we had winter,
Mm.
and there's not a lot to do in the winter. I mean, I tried to do some stuff. Yeah, it's makes a big difference.
Mm. So what do you plan to work on next, Tharin? Like what's your focus for the next 12 months?
Next 12 months, I'm not a very good planner. I don't my wife's pretty good at planning, so that's I guess why we work good together. But I kind of like to go day by day. I have some, the Florida thing, or somewhere down south, definitely an option. Said right now I'm a little leery of doing that to see how things shake out. Want to get to a zero handicap.
Mm.
I think. I mean, I can't. I'm not very good at this. Just keep progressing towards a better future.
Nice.
I
So
don't have anything really locked in.
so a lot of people before they join the program, they're skeptical. They're probably going to watch this. If you could give one piece of advice to somebody that was, they're on the fence, they're thinking about pulling the trigger and getting involved, what would you say to them?
You got to do it. The benefits are outweigh the so-called benefits you think you have right now by 100-fold. I mean, we've been sold a bill of goods for the last, I don't know, 60, 70 years. My generation, we were raised with, drinking was cool, all the movies. I never noticed that all the TV shows nowadays, I can't believe how much drinking and alcohol that I never noticed. And I mean, it's just a constant barrage, and eventually you accept it as normal. And it's not. Life's better on this side.